Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL, I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Stack Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long. Let's get to it. Man, what a list show we got for you guys today. We're going to be talking some tactical training in the whole now. Before we get to that, I'd like to shout out everybody in the sound of my voice. DMV, what's good? Chief Black Landover, Palmer Park. Who else? Kent Lane.
B-Boy in the house.
B-Boy in the building. Of course, B-Boy in the building. Who else we got? The whole DMV.
The whole DMV. Let's rock.
Yep, we got a
As
show.
per usual, we have a lit show for you guys today. I'm super excited because I took the class. I passed the class. We'll tell you about it a little later. But we do have some gun safety training information in the building tonight with CEO, owner of Tactical Force Training Solutions, Dwayne Elmore, along with Theresa Marable from Marable Enterprise. So we are going to go into it later today. And before we get to that, this is one of my high school friends, and he really did a great job all throughout the police force. His name is Kevin White. He's a retired deputy first class, and he's going to talk to us about some things that we didn't get to see behind the scenes when you were a police officer. So that's going to be very interesting as well. And closing out today's show, we have got Spotlight family member, the lovely, amazing Cecily Alexa returns to the show to close us out. Her voice is so amazing and so soothing, and I cannot wait to catch up with her at the end of the show. But before that, it's Name That Song.
Name that song.
Are you ready?
Not yet, though. Not yet. Is it all ready?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Let's
time.
do it.
You're not ready.
So, hey.
You're not ready. I am. Name that song. In case you're just
ready, lady. So
in case you're just tuning in for the first time. Name that song. We're going to do a couple bars of a song. You are to name the artist and name the song, right? Baby, are you ready?
Yep. So ladies first. So what happens is if you name the artist and name the song, we send you a shirt, hat, mug, T-shirt, something that we got available for you guys, so you can kind of pick and see what that is. So that's every week. So it's not everybody that picks it. The first person.
That's right. The first person. Sean, you're disqualified because you win every week.
Sean wins every week. We already know Sean cheating. I don't know what's going on. But let's go.
Now, my song is going to stumble you all because it's old, but it's an oldie but goodie. And the youngins who grew up in probably the 90s will remember this song and remember who the artist is. Are you ready, honey?
I'm ready.
Let me clear my voice.
All right, now do it justice now.
Okay. You's a lying, cheating son of a, the way you do me. Boy, I'm tired of taking your shit. See, I know all about them fast girls up in college. Shorty, need to stop it. Hello. Hey. Do y'all know that song?
Give me that one time for T-Bomb.
Y'all know? Who sang that song?
All right, so that's going to be
Do you know?
I do not know. I have not heard of that. Have
really?
you heard anybody heard of this song? Anybody out there heard of it? So I haven't heard of it, no.
She said she know. She know. I said the youngest gonna know.
Okay, so after the break, if nobody answers it on IG, y'all young, y'all should know. If nobody answers it, then we'll check in.
Okay, what you got?
I gotta get in singing mode.
Lord,
they call
he got
me a
his
voice.
name.
So
voice that make a voice.
Yeah, my wife here, you can't throw no panties, underwear, nothing like that. Cause normally that's how I rock. But
that's how you rock.
They call me the voice to make a voice.
And those old ladies be throwing their panties, baby.
Some of them be young.
Their panties probably smell like pee. Okay, go.
Cool. Don't do that. Why you see what I'm saying?
Okay, go.
So anyway, I'm gonna tell you this. I put the shades on, and this is a giveaway to the artist.
Oh.
That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
This is a giveaway to the artist.
Let me see. Let's do it.
You're my baby, my lover, my lady. All night you make me want you. You drive me crazy. I feel like you were made just for me, baby. Tell me if you feel the same way.
Yes, honey.
All right, name the song, name the artist. Just gave it away.
I know that song, and I know the artist.
Come on, IG, come on, Facebook.
Anybody want me to help them out because you really want a shirt or a T-shirt or something?
Hey, let me know. What we got?
I know this song. Good
I
job.
think I know your song.
Good job, baby. All right, well, we got a Spotlight Shining Star.
Oh, man, do we ever?
Don't we?
All right.
Your favorite segment?
Next week I ain't gonna have to do this. I got some real glasses. These are my dollars. Look, check this out. Spotlight Shining Star. This is the segment that I love. Where we at? All right. Spotlight Shining Star. This is the segment that I love because we spotlight somebody who does something great in the community. Rich, poor, whatever the case is. And in this case, I don't know, wife. You might want to read this one.
You want me to read it for you?
Yeah. I don't know.
Let me see.
Wife, read it. I'll read it.
He getting some new glasses, y'all. Bear with him. He about to get some.
Kavana, did I say that right? Kavana Bell is an 8-year-old. Did I say it right?
Kavanaugh.
All right, well, everybody's name ain't Kavanaugh. Don't play. Kavanaugh Bell. Don't act like this some common mess now. Look, Kavanaugh, my bad. But I don't, nigga, look. Hey, I didn't know. Kavanaugh Bell is an 8-year-old Maryland resident, love is for the whole town, that suffered from bullying. I hate this. Bell decided to take all that negative energy and create something positive from it. During the summer of 2020, he created a nonprofit organization with help from his mom. It's called Cool and Dope to help combat bullying and spreading positivity. Through his nonprofit, Bell also started a food pantry. It's called Love is Greater Than COVID.
I love it.
He 8?
8.
Okay, smart. He started by using the money he had saved from birthdays and Christmases to create care packages for them. That's good. Then he started receiving so many donations for his cause that his pantry now feeds the poorest towns and the cities throughout the country.
I love it.
Throughout the country. This all started from bullying. So shout out to you, the name.
Kavanaugh.
What he said, that.
Kavanaugh.
And I want to say you're a special guy.
Yes,
and I want you to keep up the great work. And it's because of you that we have a Spotlight Shining Star. You are that type of person. So keep up the great work. And I guess in a few more years, you'll be a president or whatever you want to be.
In a few more years, if we still all around, yes, Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
Jesus on the way.
Up the street.
That's right.
I thought I saw
he in Lando.
Yeah, in Lando.
That's right. Well, we got some Spotlight news coming up right after this quick commercial break, y'all.
Yep. We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city, baby.
I gotta share this because it's a black-owned company, and this product is dope. Shea butter like whoa. This thing, I've been using this thing for the last 3 weeks. It feels amazing. I'm not getting paid for this. Like I said, it's an independently owned, black-owned company, and they're dope. So check them out.
Welcome back, and hey man, so this is gonna be a show that I think is great for a lot of people. For different reasons. We have several guests, right? We have several great guests. But this one in particular that we have coming soon is something that I'm glad we have because in this day and time, I believe that we need to arm ourselves. We need to be aware of bearing arms. We need to know the ins and outs, and we need to be legal, right? We need to be legal, so we can protect the home. And so we have someone here today that's going to shine some light on that. So I'm looking forward to that segment. I
am too. But before we get to all of that, we've got to give you some Spotlight News, of course. Spotlight News is sponsored by Umbrella Therapeutic Services and Shea Butter Like Whoa. Umbrella Therapeutic Services is DC's most reliable and trusted behavioral health organization. Umbrella provides community support, medication management, and therapy for individuals and groups. Any DC resident ages 5 and up, you're eligible for their services. They take Medicaid, Medicare, and they also accept private health insurance plans. You can reach Umbrella by calling them at 1-888-793-4357. Again, that number is 1-888-793-4357. Take your mental health seriously, guys, really, for real.
And I mean, we do a lot of joking around on this show, like I say every week, but in this particular segment, it's a really serious situation. Mental health is definitely not something to play with, especially right now during this. We're having a crisis, and we all are going through different things. Some high, some low, some in the middle, but everybody has something on their plate. Yep. And so you have to realize that you can do what we call mental tune-up, mental checkup, and there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, it'll really serve you well. It'll help you from a lot of pressure.
That's right.
And so if you could, make sure you dial up that number and make sure you shout him out. Shout out to my man, Big West over there, too.
Wes Jones, CEO of Umbrella Therapeutic
Service. He's doing a great job.
Yes, he is.
By the way, so make sure you hit him up.
Shea Butter Like Whoa, they provide gentle, natural skincare products that are 100% non-toxic.
Yep.
They're 100% smelling good.
Great.
And keep you soft, keep your skin glistening. So you want to get a discount on some Shea Butter? Yes, glistening. I'm going to let you feel it.
Okay, because I don't know about the glistening, but I do know that it smells.
It smells good, right?
if you are a male, you can use the product as well. It's not just for women. So in particular, if you have a bald head like myself,
put it on your feet too, y'all.
Yeah, you can't have them ashy ass feet. That's what I be telling everybody every week now. You can't rub your feet on your woman in the bed. And this the sign. If it starts pulling the covers off when you get out.
How would you know?
Because it happened to me in the past. Okay? I'm not ashamed. And then I got hit. I mean,
Yes.
when you're young, you don't get your feet done. Because when I was young, I didn't think that was something that we did. No, none of my homies did it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. And so I met somebody that was older, one of my girls' dad. And he put me on.
Your girls.
That,
let's move on. Talking about your girls. Okay.
So
Shea butter like whoa.
And so you put it on there once you get your feet done. Homies, you do get them done though first. Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna help you if they.
But you can get a good discount if you go to www.sheabutterlikewhoa.com and put in your Spotlight Family discount code.
What's that code?
SPOT20, Spot 20, and you get a 10% discount of your order. So make sure you go to www.sheabutterlikewhoa.com today. Get you some.
They got different scents and stuff.
Yes. We always love to mention black businesses. This week we're going to shout out Carrie's Cakes. You know, last week. Wait.
I can't go any further. I have to display the product.
It's coming, but it's not. Right now, it's Carrie's Cakes.
Okay.
Last week, when we were celebrating Mighty Mouse's birthday at the end of the show, we had this amazing strawberry shortcake cake, whatever it was, but it was the bomb.com. So Carrie's Cakes,
but it was good. Looks good.
She's a self-taught baker who can bring all of your custom baked goods to life. She offers cakes, cupcakes, cake pops, and all sorts of treats for any occasion. Head over to her Instagram, and it's Carrie's Cakes, and that's with a K, y'all.
Cake Pops.
Yeah, KERISKAKES, and view her menu, and you can email her at orders@carriescakes.com.
What's cake pops, babe?
Cake pops is what Sonny made last night. It's like cake on a lollipop. Cake on a stick, kind of, sort of.
All right.
Raw Tea Bar, I think that's what you're talking about. Dan has some samples that he can show you all, but the Raw Tea Bar incorporates and inspires new health-driven thought patterns that push the bounds of Western normalcy. Raw Tea Bar provides you with natural medicine through the power of plants. Head over to their website at rawteabar.us for your teas today.
Hey, Amber, can you hand me that for a second?
One of them jars up there.
Actually, hand me both of them. They're on the table back there. So what happened was, this actual person, shout out to Tanya Kemper. She actually sent me the product, so I had to make sure that I didn't. Come on in there.
Go ahead.
I had to make sure that I actually showed the products because she was kind enough to actually send me 2 of these products. So it's 2 different situations. And actually on the website, if you go to the website, it's a lot more than 2 situations. But the ones that I have is the 2. So you have the antioxidant. This is for anxiety, so to speak, or whatever. And then you have the sport. And this is for inflammation and a whole lot of other things. So these are great products. Make sure you go to the website. And I don't have it in front of me, but I want.
The website again is www.rawteabar.us.
Rawteabar.us.
Yep.
Rawteabar.us. And shout out to Tanya for sending me the products. And these are some amazing all-natural products to cleanse and help boost your immune system, which everyone needs to be doing at this point.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much for that, Tanya. Reliable Window Tinting is a one-stop shop for all of your car needs. They wash and detail your cars, they tint your windows, and wrap your cars. But beyond your car, they even offer commercial and residential window treatment services. With 3 different locations throughout Prince George's County, they're super convenient. Go to their website, www.reliablewindowtint.net, for pricing and directions for your nearest shop.
And I think they have 2 or 3. I know they have at least 2 locations.
They said 3. 3 locations throughout Prince George's County.
What I love is this is a black-owned business, of course, but it's been there for 14 years. And to be able to do business for 14 years says a lot to anybody's business.
I agree.
So they must do good business. And they just tinted my windows, did an amazing job. So thank you again, and I appreciate that. Shout out to nephew over there, too. Make sure you go holler at him. He's the man.
Thank you so much. Spotlight News, we've got a heroic neighbor. A neighbor went inside of a burning townhouse this week to rescue a set of toddler twins and both of their grandparents. This was on Saturday night in Gaithersburg, Maryland. The fire caused about $2.2 million in damages. A lot of families have been relocated, but no one was injured and no one died.
That's amazing.
Yeah, shout out to you, heroic neighbor. I don't know your name, but to go into a burning house and that's not your family, you deserve a medal for that. We got to look out for each other, so thank you for doing that.
We definitely do.
Need more people like that. Good Samaritans.
More people are starting to step up, though. You know, people starting to do a lot better. You know, you got people who are doing terrible, but you also got people doing some great stuff.
Rest in peace to Larry King. As you all know, Larry King has been on the radio for many years.
Yes.
He's an American radio host, television presenter, and a journalist. He passed away this past weekend at 87 years old after being diagnosed with what they say allegedly is COVID in December and battling several health issues for years.
Everybody got COVID though. You pass away,
I don't.
You died of COVID. If you
I ain't got no COVID.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, you ain't gonna have no stroke. You ain't gonna have high blood pressure.
Everything is COVID.
Let me tell you something. You used to have what was the number one killer for black people? Don't act like y'all.
Like heart disease. Well, it's
everybody's
COVID now.
scared to talk about it now, but damn it, we're gonna talk
it's
about
COVID.
But it used to be, we didn't have COVID as of last March.
I said what it is now. Last March used to be heart
before
disease.
That, heart disease, number one killer of the black man. Strokes, high blood pressure, diabetes. They were telling us that all day, right? And then all of a sudden COVID came and ain't nobody dead or nothing but COVID.
Yep.
And why you can't do autopsies on the bodies? But anyway, let's go.
Yeah, anyway. Woo, a Harlem woman. Last Friday, a woman was inhumanely attacked in Harlem after she turned down some lame-ass dudes who came up to her and offered. I think they offered to...
Some lame-ass dudes?
Yeah, they offered to pay for her stuff, and she turned them down. The woman, who doesn't want to be identified, she was purchasing a bottle of wine, and a group of men approached her trying to talk to her. She declined, and they followed her out of the damn store, where they chased her across the street, violently attacked her, spit on her, bit her face, and robbed her. Members of the community gathered at that same liquor store Saturday night in support of the victim. We have a clip. It's a 13-second clip. We're going to watch it, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
All right, we'll be right back.
A large crowd of people stretched across 128th Street in Harlem Saturday night, many of them standing directly in front of this liquor store where a 31-year-old mother was brutally beaten Monday. The demonstration was the end of a rally that began 3 blocks away as women, men, and children stood on the corner speaking out against violence targeting the neighborhood.
If we don't do it, who is? It's our responsibility. It's our duty to protect.
Yeah, so that's
a mess, right?
It is a mess, but I'm gonna tell you,
cowardly men.
Unfortunately, you're gonna see a lot more of crazy, just craziness, just going. That's why I say guard yourself. Make sure you watch your surroundings. Pay attention to what's going on around you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you're a female, if you want to make ATM runs and all this, don't go by yourself. If it's nighttime, please take somebody with you, or just go in the daytime. You know what I mean? Just make smarter decisions, because people out here, everybody not in your position. Everybody not cashing checks. Everybody not going to ATMs.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody ain't going to just go buy a damn bottle of wine. If I don't want to talk to you, if I say no, I'm good, leave me the F alone.
And well, I'm gonna just say this for females: if you out there and these young guys try to say something to you or this or that, just help me out by being respectful. Right? I'm not saying she wasn't. I don't know her. I'm
friendly,
saying this,
respectful.
Be friendly with your no. Right? Don't just be turned up with your no, because sometimes people not in a good mood and they might turn up on you. So just ward off some of that by just, oh, no, thank you, and just keep it moving.
Right.
It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Your boy Soulja Boy is in trouble again after being accused of raping and physically abusing his assistant/girlfriend. The woman, who chose to stay anonymous, says that the abuse began back in 2018, and Soulja Boy even paid $1,000 after an incident because he felt bad. The woman is suing Soulja Boy for damages in an amount to be determined by the jury. Soulja Boy.
So this is all alleged. Okay, so I just asked about him last week.
We did. I said, where is he?
So, because the last time I heard about him, he had the game console, and he was great, get to the bag. So then the next thing you know, it's alleged rape. So what I wanted to ask is, I'm not downing the person. The rape is serious allegations. But if you were raped, would you go back by yourself to recover some goods? Is it that important? Whatever you have at that home. Could you send someone? Can you go with the authorities? Can you go with your boyfriend or your new dude, your uncle, or somebody? Would you go there and put yourself in a position to be with someone who's already allegedly raped you? Is my question. That's kind of like a decision.
I agree.
In my thinking.
I agree.
So I'm not judging, because things happen. So we'll see.
We'll see. Trey Songz, who I really like a lot, he is in a lot of trouble after assaulting a police officer during the Kansas City game this past Sunday.
But did he assault the police officer, or did he defend himself?
Well, let me finish. I don't know. We got a clip too. And according to security footage, Trey was approached by stadium security guards 3 times, and they asked him to put his mask on, and he refused. So Kansas City Police Department, they stepped in and had a conversation with him about the rules of the stadium, and he still refused to put his mask on. So the officer tried to escort him out of the stadium, and that's when Trey allegedly threw the first punch. Trey then proceeded to put the officer in a headlock until the sheriff arrived.
I seen him choke.
Look, we got a clip. We're going to watch that and we'll talk about it.
Clip. We'll be right back. Wow, Trey. You the Trey the choker. Hey, we back, man. So Trey the choker, man.
Trey the choker.
Trey the truth, man. AKA Trey the I ain't having it with the mask.
Right.
So at the end of the day, they was saying that they was targeting them. It was some other people allegedly.
He was with a group of people.
Yeah, but it was other people around him allegedly that didn't have the mask of other persuasions, and no one asked them to do a damn thing. And they was targeting Trey. Not to say they shouldn't have had the mask. I'm not saying that, but should it lead to me having to choke you out in the stands? Should it go that far? Should it be that far? It's only 16 people in the stadium.
Right, but see,
30 people
we don't know what that officer, you know, sometimes
serious.
These officers be trying to flex and they be saying disrespectful stuff, and he probably was like really agitating Trey, and I think that people are really getting to a point where they sick and tired of certain police officers, a lot of times the non-brown ones, trying to flex on us.
Well, some of the brown ones are flex on you.
So some of them too, yeah.
This is what I'm saying, though. I don't know the situation, but what I do know is this. Allegedly, it was other people that was around that didn't have masks on. It wasn't just Trey them. And they wasn't, being dealt with.
We'll keep you all posted on that story as it develops, right? Amber, I changed the question of the week because one came in today. Oh, Spotlight Sports? Okay. All right. Well, she keeps me on my toes.
And today...
Wait a minute. It's a long piece of paper. It's not that big.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Spotlight Sports. I got
Spotlight Sports.
Wait a minute. Okay. This normally she took the segment, but now that I got the segment, then I got
There you go, baby. It's right there.
Okay. Spotlight Sports. So, Hank Aaron, right?
R.I.P.
Yeah. So this is tough. So anyway, R.I.P. Hank Aaron. I never ever thought he got his just due. Just by the way, with 755 home runs, Hall of Famer slugger Henry Louis Hank Aaron has passed away at the age of 86. Yeah, I thought that was really sad. I had his baseball. I remember I had a ball of Hank Aaron and Henry and Willie Mays on the same signature, and someone stole the ball.
What's wrong?
Cicely Tyson died.
When? Tonight?
Now.
Wow.
Cicely Tyson. We just got news that Cicely Tyson just passed away.
Okay, so yeah, breaking news. Anyway, breaking news, Cicely Tyson had just passed away. We'll give you further details at the end of the show.
She's a legend, y'all.
Yeah, man.
That sucks.
This
okay,
is
so
happening
we'll bring you all more
time.
information
So
on
we'll
that
bring,
real
yeah,
time.
this is real time information. So we'll bring that to you as soon as we get more information.
Does it say on there, or do you all know that Hank Aaron went in the media about 2 weeks ago and took his COVID shot publicly and said, "Hey, y'all, you need to do this. Please get on the bandwagon. Take your shot. And then
yeah, that was.
And I don't know what he died from. Does anybody know what Hank Aaron died from? I just know that he was in the media and he got his COVID shot about 14 days ago, and then now he's.
Well, I don't know that he had health problems or not, but I
either.
still think it's a sad situation. I'm gonna move on. So anyway, Washington football team, makes history again. They now have a black GM, Martin Mayhem, and a black female assistant coach. I remember her, Jennifer King. She was down in Charlotte. Mm-hmm. The Washington football team is the first team in NFL history to have a black president, a black GM, and a full-time black female assistant. First team ever. Congrats to them.
Okay, y'all.
King was a quarterback for the Women's Football Alliance for 11 years and intern with the Carolina Panthers for 2 seasons. I remember that. I remember they introduced her down there. Martin was the Detroit Lions GM for 8 seasons and won a Super Bowl with the Washington football team back in the early 90s. Let's see if the new duo can do it again next season. So that sounds like something positive.
It is.
For the Washington football team.
I ain't really with the Washington football team, but I like that.
Yeah, well, I'm for the city.
I like that,
This is
yeah.
the city.
I like that.
And we the people's champion of the city, so we have to rock for the city. So anything that's good for the city, I'm a Raven
I
fan,
like
but
that.
I rock with what's good for the city.
I really like what they're doing right there. That's
man.
That's
All right, Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay. I was wrong. I said Green Bay. And who I said?
Y'all said we both said Green Bay and Buffalo.
Green Bay and Buffalo last week.
And it's a no.
I was wrong. So y'all had that? Did y'all? Who y'all had?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Kansas City. Who you got to win the whole thing? Who y'all got to win the whole thing? Kansas City. I'm rocking.
Yes,
Kansas City too.
Me too.
I'm so sick of Tom.
Patrick Mahomes is going to defeat.
So, but I will say this: it's going to be a great game. I think the best defense will win this game for sure. It's going to be. I think people think it's going to be a shootout, but I think that defense is going to strap up. Tom Brady, if you put some pressure on that butt, I think y'all can win.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game.
I think the team with the most turnovers surely will lose this game.
And we're looking to be invited to a Super Bowl party, so if y'all have
I'm not looking to be invited to no party.
You not?
Nah, I'm cool on it.
Invite me, y'all.
Don't invite me to nothing. I'm cool. I'm going to be at the house chilling, drinking me some Remy and relaxing.
And relaxing.
Yes.
I'm going to be right there with you, rubbing
cool.
on you. That's right. Question of the week.
Can't handle company if you're going to do that.
This one is interesting. Actually, y'all, we get questions of the week. Our viewers and listeners submit questions to us in our inbox and through our email. I got a question today that I had to just say, you know what, we got to replace this question of the week. This one is tough, you all. My wife and I have been married for 8 years now. The best woman I've ever had by far. I was cleaning out our office and I found medical records of hers, of when she was in her 20s and she was married to her first husband. I discovered that my wife was diagnosed as being HIV positive back in 1989. She has never mentioned it to me. My stomach dropped when I read it. I shouldn't have looked at her medical folder, but I did. Now I don't know what to do. I'm mad that she never told me. I'm mad that maybe I have it too now, but I'm not sure. We've been intimate for well over 10 years, and I've never experienced any sickness, neither has she. She does take pills every day, and she always told me that it was prescription vitamin D, and I never questioned it. Should it matter now? She's my wife, and I can't imagine a life without her, but she lied to me back then. She deceived me many years ago, and she kept this secret all this time. She doesn't know that I know. I haven't been tested, and I don't really want to get tested at this point. I don't even want to know. Should I say something to my wife about what I found out? She now is noticing that I've been acting distant, and I haven't been eager to be intimate with her. But I've been raw with her for 10 years now, so maybe it shouldn't even matter.
Man, this is a hella tough question. Hey, this need prayer and supplication. Okay, well, wait a minute. I got to think. Okay, all right. So this is my opinion. I think definitely, yes, you should definitely confess that you know about this situation, because two of y'all lying asses ain't going to work. So she's not lying to you. She's just withholding information. Unfortunately, it's very serious information. So I would think that you would approach her and say, listen, I'm a little broken up by the fact that you didn't tell me about this situation, because if you love me and we married, you should trust me with it. Like, you know, that's something that we could have took together as a serious situation. But now I've been raw with you. Like you said, I've been taking chances on my life.
10 years, though.
On the other hand, is she still testing positive now?
We don't know. They've been living their life for 10 years now.
Yeah, I would be
They've been married for 8 of the 10 years.
That's a life of betrayal. That's a deep situation to betray somebody on, because it will make me feel like if you lied or betrayed me on that, then what else do you have in your bag? Because that's a big bag by itself. So if you have lied about that and I couldn't trust you with that, then the smaller things I know you're not coming to me with. So I don't know.
I don't know about that, baby. I mean, and y'all know Stan and I are both very authentic, and he gives his opinion, I give mine. I don't think that necessarily means that she's a liar type of woman. Like he said, I
don't mean a liar, but I mean.
But you feel like she's been deceiving him about other things, and so I feel like you've been married to this woman now for 8 years. 10 of the years y'all been having sex unprotected, right? I don't think that it means that she's a bad person. You said in your letter, sir, that she is the best woman you've ever had. And you said you can't imagine a life without her. So if those two things are really true, what difference does it make now?
Well,
I'll let you go, babe.
Oh, okay.
You were cleaning up the office, and you went into a thing that says these are her medical records. And you went and snooped, and you saw that back in 1989, now we're in 2021.
Yeah, 89.
89, she was diagnosed with that. She never told you, right? And I get that was wrong for her not telling you, but that's been 10 years now. If you have it, you don't have it. If she still, whatever the situation is, y'all been sleeping together unprotected for 10 years.
So wait now.
And you don't want to live a life.
You saying don't mention it?
I think you leave it alone.
Don't
you
say
leave
nothing.
it alone. No, leave it alone. Live your life.
Well, I'm trying to live my life, but you.
How you going? What?
You sideways a little bit though, like because you play. That's 50. Like you ain't keep it a buck. Like you.
It was 1989 when she was diagnosed.
I don't care. It was when Jesus was about to leave. Let me just tell you something. If that situation happens to me, what I'm gonna need you to do is discuss it, okay? Because that gives me the opt out. Whether we
right, and you may have opted out.
Wait, that's right. So you should give me the option because that's fair. Like you can't handicap me. Don't women please stop crippling a man. Like you can't tie a man's hand and be like, yeah, well, it ain't tied now. Well, yeah, because you didn't give me the right information. When I first hooked up with you, I thought you was on even playing field.
I don't know. This is a tough one. What do you all think? I really want to hear from
communication. It got to start somewhere.
I don't think he should say anything.
Keep on doing this sucker ducking and acting like it ain't really there. You got that. So let's just fix that up.
Again,
and I'm gonna say, why didn't you tell me so we could use proper measure and then I could help you to get, because I know some herbs that I could give you to get that out your system. I can get you the and then we be good. You ain't give me a chance.
Like I said, again, if the plan is to be with her forever, you can't imagine a life without her. What difference is it going to make to have the conversation now if you don't want to be without her? Why even bring it up and make things uncomfortable?
Until I found out this, and then it's just like I don't want to be without you until I look at your phone and there's some D pictures on it. See what I'm saying? Then it's like the conversation got to change. Things got to switch the hell up, Terry.
Really?
Yes, it's a different game now. Because I didn't want to be without you until I seen that. Now,
so now though that you have this information,
it ain't a split pick.
So now that you have this information, it's possible that you don't want to live a life with me.
Very possible. If you got D pics, then there's some other things going on that made the D pics slide in the thing. Yeah. So it's a no for me. You can't. We're not gonna do this.
We've been married for 8 years.
Yeah, we've been married for 8 years, but that will let me know same thing. So now here she comes talking about, yeah, well, I didn't. You knew you had it. It ain't like you didn't know, and it just
I knew.
Got diagnosed. Now you knew. No, you gotta tell
tough.
me. So as a matter of fact, do they have children? Because I might break up. Do we have children?
What? You might break up?
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's it now.
No.
And I'm traumatized.
Sir, I can't say your name.
I've been rolling the dice for 10 years, and you've been
rolling the dice for 10. Okay.
Yeah, don't do me like that.
Let me give a spin.
You think you safe? You at home, and you done got married, and now you think you could just run them up? Because you know we swing from the ceiling sometimes, stuff like that.
Right.
So you can't have me swing from the ceiling, and then you dirty.
But you've been doing it for 10 years. What difference does it make now?
I think the whole coochie level changed.
The coochie level?
The level of coochie changes when because your mind. See, sex is mental, y'all. So if you find out that anything happened wrong back in the day with your sex, it's gonna taint today.
Really?
Yes.
Well, if I discovered something like that about I'm being honest. If I discovered something like that about you, whether I told you or not, I at this point I already know that I want to live the rest of my life with you, with HIV, without it. I don't care.
You look at me sideways, don't be like, you wasn't honest though, Stan. You could have told me that.
I probably would, but at this point it wouldn't matter. I want to live my life I want to die with you. So we just die together with HIV together.
But you don't got to try to send me quick. That's what I'm saying. You could let me die when Jesus called me. He didn't call us together because I didn't know you.
But you don't know.
So he didn't call me and you. Like I wasn't participating when you got that. I wasn't around. So now you.
When you get to my level of love, then you can.
All I'm telling you, if Jesus,
I'm on a different level.
Us, it's not a package.
It's unconditional love. When you say I do, it's unconditional. So listen, we got to wrap this up, but I do want you all to continue to send your comments about this topic because this is a touchy one.
You should have told me the first month.
As you can see, we don't agree. Who's going to say that?
You should have told me before I took the condom off. Period. You should have did that out of respect for me and mine. I got a family too. I got kids too, goofy.
Right, and we've been good for 10 years, and we're gonna be good.
That's some goofy. No, that's wrong. I don't agree with that. And if a man do that, y'all be hot. How he gonna? He's a whore. He's a whore. He's a whore. No. He's a whore. Ain't that how they do with the men? We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city, man. We'll be right back at the commercial break. So.
Good shit, big bro. Yeah. You listening to a young nigga who stay pressed down to his cuticles, drop extraordinary flows harder than the Rubik's cubes. I save the love before I heat up my dinner food, plotting on my next step, making moves like a killer do. With clean hands, right hand on the pinnacle, left hand on her glorious ass fatter than packages, act out like an activist. Woo, it's so blasphemous. Life is such a story and I'm the protagonist. The devil, he my only antagonist. Fuck nigga, he must know that I'm compassionate, trying to kill off my character. No, it ain't happening, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Third time's the charm. I woke up feeling like Maximus, gladiator nigga. My middle finger to practice, and I killed this by accident. Cause shape, I'm in tip top on my way to success. I just had to make a pit stop, chopper under my nose, and leave your ass in the ziplock. This is just the beginning. This is more of a kickoff. You should see when I'm pissed off. I got the heart of Tupac, flow scary than 2 Glocks, 2 shots at your crew cut. Then I threw up the deuces. Fast forward my movements. Ooh, I can't help it. My dreams are transfluid. The flow is hella fluid. Too much for my medulla. I'm a puma fighting consumers. Knock the spot out your noodle. Damn it, what the fuck? That nigga took my fucking bike.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. And man, we got us a +1 in the building. Actually,
yes, we do.
This is going to be very informative as well. This young man, actually, you guys went to school together?
Yeah, Kevin went to Parkdale. I don't remember. Kevin will have to catch me up on that, which year he came out. I came out in 88, and I don't remember what year he came out, but we'll catch up with him. We've got retired officer Kevin White Sr. is going to join us, and we're going to just talk about some things, that we've been seeing on TV with, police, Breonna Taylor, things that are happening out there, and just get a perspective from someone on the other side.
Yep, so let's give it up.
I want to welcome Kevin White to the show. Woo!
Good to have you aboard, bro.
Hey.
Thanks for having me, man. I'm honored. Very honored.
Yes, thank you so much for being a part of our Spotlight family. How are you?
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
Great.
Retirement is good.
Yeah.
Hey, so if you're looking at the climate today, you couldn't have retired at a better time, huh, brother?
Yeah, I'm actually glad I got out the game when I did in 2019 because it's getting crazy.
Yeah, from what I hear, it's gonna get worse. So what's your take from an officer standpoint, first of all, on the Capitol situation?
The main thing that bothered me with that situation was it was officers letting people in. If I was on that detail, I couldn't let nobody in. I mean, that whole situation was horrible. But to have some inside track on it and maybe have an insider situation going on, I mean, as a police officer that took it serious, can't do that. Just can't.
Exactly. It was weird to see it. One of the things that struck me weird about the whole situation, and we'll get off of that real quick, I just wanted to run this by you. They said that the chief or whatever is of Capitol Police retired shortly after the situation. Mm-hmm. And then they have an assistant or a stand-in chief or whatever that's taking being a fall guy, so to speak. Because what they're saying is the first guy admitted that they didn't get the help. They reached out and they were denied the help. Now this person is saying it's my fault, our fault. Once they come in, they're taking the blame. What would be your take on what would make the government say we're not going to deploy the help? Because they're admitting that they didn't deploy the help, and so if you need help at a Capitol building, why would you not employ help as an officer or people who are instructed to protect such a federal building?
I heard that too, and it goes back to what I said earlier, that there's something going on the inside. I don't know, and I'm not bashing nobody, but I don't know how long Trump money is, and if it filtered down to some within that agency, who knows? But from where nothing like that could happen logistically from a police officer standpoint without it being some inside stuff going on. Mm-hmm. That's not even possible. Plans, this was planned for. That whole situation, that detail has been planned for some time. And everybody sat at the table and had contingency plans in effect. So for something like that to happen and for things to go the way it did, and officers taking selfies, and come on, man.
Yep.
I mean, that's
you made a great point.
Can't do that.
You made a great point. like what you just said was they plan these things out for a long time, these details. So, we all know that when, you have those magnitudes of events, that they're not just something that happens the week before. They do plan them out. So a lot of people I don't know even pay attention to that.
A big event probably happens. It's probably planned out months in advance.
Months.
And staffing is you got standby staffing on certain things like that. So if someone calls in sick or life happens to everybody, even police officers, then the next guy's up. He's on call. So there's no way being in the position I was in, I can't buy that.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm glad to hear you speak candid about that. Now I'll get off of that. So let's talk about what you're seeing now in the days of police officers and the things that are going on with Black Lives Matter and the whole nine. How do you see that?
For me, when I'm 2 years out, I did 21, a little bit over 21 years all in all between two agencies. But for me, the climate is just horrible right now. The climate is bad. And I hear a lot of people and a lot of young people saying, don't become a cop. I say the opposite. If any change is going to happen, we got to have people in the position. You cannot affect any type of change if you don't have representation on every level. So that's at the patrol level. They got to, go through rigmarole, become supervisors and so on and so forth. So some of this stuff is systemic. Inheriting policies and old regimes and the good old boys. And I got to tell you, I'm in an area where that was real prevalent. My two agencies I worked for was Washington County first from 98 to 2000, and then Frederick County Sheriff's Office from 2000 to 2019. When I joined Washington County, I was the only Black officer.
Wow.
In the county. And Washington County is the 8th largest county, I guess, in Maryland.
And you were the only Black.
Frederick County is the largest size-wise. Frederick County is the largest county. And that when I joined them in 2000, we had like 8. We never really got over like 10 out of just under 200 officers. So it's difficult, but I had some good support. Tim Moore, Andy Smothers, Tony Lawson, some guys that really, when I got there, took me in and took care of me. And got, it's a different style of policing in areas like that. The more out you get, it's a different style.
Yeah.
And then you put the skin that I'm in on, it's even more so different.
Wow. I can imagine. So Kevin, what do you think, like from a police officer's perspective, what do you think when you see things like what happened with Breonna Taylor? Like, is that like normal? Like you can just go to somebody's house and just bust the fuck in there and shoot, you know what I mean? Like, how does that happen? Like, what are the, right. What is police protocol for that?
No, that's not normal. That search warrant was obtained with enough advance notice for them to get the address right. So you don't just, typically, if you have something that's kind of exigent and you have to get a search warrant right away, then you sit on the house, you still at the right address, you sit on the house, you wait for the judge to sign the warrant. But the way I understand this story shook out, and before I get into that, every police agency, what they put out to the media is what they put out to the media. There's a lot more to it. There's been a lot of cases that I've been involved in and my agency's been involved in, and you get the news, and it's like, is that what happened? Is that what they're saying is happening? Because we don't know in the rank and file what's going to go out. So when we hear the stories initially, it's a lot more that's going on, but it's under investigation, so you can't really put so much out there. But it is a system of checks and balances to make sure we do a lot of damage.
Wow.
But the warrant should have been obtained. The warrant should have been obtained a while ago, and then it should have been executed at the right address. So that's not something that's common.
I figured that as much. So when you look at some of the other things that you've seen out here, like Stan said, with some of the Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, what was the guy that was down there?
Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah, Ahmaud Arbery. Like, like when from an officer's perspective, like do you have those feelings of like, damn, that's effed up, or do you look at it from another perspective because you can imagine yourself being the officer and handling things the same way? Like what is your feeling when you're seeing those things?
My feelings is the same as yours. I got sons. I got kids. So even though it's no. I liken it to working at Walmart. So when you're working at Walmart, take aside the police department, you still got feelings about stuff that don't have anything to do with Walmart. So I feel horrible just like the masses. But then being on the inside, it's a different type of feeling too, because it's like it's a lot of good officers out there, a whole bunch of good officers out there. So, and I consider myself one of them. I didn't treat anybody bad. I didn't do anything extra to anybody. But then we all get that label. We get that black eye. So I have the same feelings, and then being a black man, and it's going on with black people, I have them same feelings that you all have, but I have to stay in line with what the task is and still try and make a difference out here, because I represent both sides. I feel bad for the guys and the ladies that's losing their lives, but I still got to represent, because it is black people that can do this job and do it well. And I got to represent that side too.
Much appreciated, and I respect your honesty. So for me, I grew up in different projects as a kid, and what I saw changed gradually over to a different situation. So it went from kind of like an officer-friendly neighborhood policing type situation quickly to us looking or feeling like the villains when the police always arrived. So what things do we think we can do? Because I don't think the officers were from our community, so to speak, or understood our community, so to speak. So how do you speak to that change? Like now, what do you think we should do to make policing a little different? Because I think that we need to have a different understanding of not feeling threatened by police officers so much. And right now, we don't feel safe.
That's a good question.
I mean, the best way to do that, and this is what I did when I patrol a town, I get out and walk. I get out and go in the stores. I get out and go. I knew all of the people in my town. They knew me. That I didn't require them to call me Deputy White. They called me Kevin. So first now you got to break down that barrier, and you got to make everybody feel comfortable. It's no different than meeting somebody, like us talking right now. Mm-hmm. So you have to be personable. You have to be approachable. And even though we're the law or the authority figure, you just can't wear that and have people, bow down to that. But it starts with us. It starts with the police departments getting out there doing community policing like it's supposed to be. Going in these businesses, passing out cards, making sure you doing these, foot beats and stuff like that. A lot of them has gotten away from that because we got the cars, the computers. Get out the car and walk. Get out the car and walk the block. Yeah. And if you do that, and then just think, if I'm walking in your community and you see me every Friday night, Saturday night in the summer, I care about the community. And then you know me, and it's like you get to know everybody. It's like a big family. And that's what we got to take it back to.
And that's what's missing right now, in my opinion. I think that whole vibe of that. And shout out to Pete, too, and some other officers. There's some really good officers, like you said, that's out here doing some good police work and helping. I remember Officer Smiley was an officer that came in our projects. And Officer Smiley made a difference in our community. He would get out, like you said, he would police, but he would get out of his cruiser. He would come over to the football field. He would talk to us. When he entered the drug areas of our neighborhood, because, of course, it was sections where people sold dope, he would get out of his car, walk over to them. They didn't even feel threatened because he never really made a lot of arrests. He would talk more. He would say, now, if I put these cuffs on you, you're going to lose your whole life right now, and that kind of stuff. So I remember those police officers, and I think those are some of the things, like you spoke to, that should happen nowadays that's not happening because they feel threatened, in my opinion. When officers come into the hood, I think they feel threatened by the hood. They feel like their life in danger. So they quick to shoot and quick to not, hear from the community.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. And on the flip side, if more officers did that, and then you can gain the trust of the community and the young people, because as you all well know, you can't really fool young people. They're gonna see right through you. Yeah. So if they know they can trust you, then it's gonna be reciprocated. So it's gonna be like, oh, there go Deputy White or there go Kevin. And then if you got a case you need some help with, they have to help you. I mean, it ain't about snitching, but it's they have to say, okay, look, this is how it went down, blah, blah, blah. But it starts with the police. It starts with the police because right now I can't see the community or asking the community to bow anymore, bend any more than what they're doing. I mean, there's too much going on in the black communities, too much going on with the police in the black communities for them to ask more of the black community. I just don't agree with that. It has to start with the police agencies, and they got to go out their way, and they just have to do it.
I respect that. I respect that a lot.
We don't have to. We don't have to tell our kids. It's sad that we got to tell our kids how to conduct themselves on a traffic stop or around the police right now.
Yep.
Yeah, now that's I'm glad you made that statement because that's something that is sickening to me because other races don't have to drill their children on how to survive or stop. You know, they get treated differently. They can even buck the system a little bit. So we run out of time and we got our next guest up, but I just wanted to say thank you for your courage and thank you for coming on this platform and being so candid about both sides.
Not a problem.
Right, really appreciate that a lot. And how can they get in touch with you if you know,
well, he's retired now, so you know.
You took his retirement.
Kevin said, "Don't call me.
About none of
call 911." Kevin said, "Hell no."
Yeah, I'm retired. You all can get in touch with me anytime, but I'm looking forward to once this is all over, coming down and seeing the studio and hanging out.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And listen, Kevin, two things. One thing is this is off subject, but I had to tell you about it. We got someone on our Facebook feed saying, "Oh, that's my high school boyfriend." Ivy Harris said, "Hey, Kevin, her high school boyfriend, Parkdale." Kevin, what year did you come out?
I know Ivy too. Hey, Terry.
What year did you come out, Kevin?
I came out in 87.
Okay, I came out in 88. You can hang on to Zoom. You don't have to go anywhere. We're going to have a discussion about gun safety. Okay. If you want to just hang out and, chime in later. Just, hang out. That's cool with you? Thank you so much, Kevin, for being a part of our Spotlight family.
Let's give it up one more time.
Yes. Woo! Yeah, so we got a commercial break right now, don't we?
Yeah, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Spotlight over the city.
Yes.
I'm selfish. I've been told I'm selfish. Without it, I'm helpless. So excuse myself. I heard you loud and clear when you said to me, stop looking for love, searching for lust. All of the above, instead of look above, focus on us. I thought I had a plan. I see you got other plans. I can't count with my own hands the list of my friends. It wasn't enough. It wasn't real love. Cause after the rush, they never showed up. Guess I misunderstood what all of it was. But I found real love.
I share this because it's a black-owned company and this product is dope. Shea butter like whoa. This thing, I've been using this thing for the last 3 weeks. It feels amazing. I'm not getting paid for this. Like I said, it's an independently owned, black-owned company. And they're dope. So check them out.
It's two in the building.
Yes, we do.
I'm excited about this because wifey actually took the class.
Yes, I did.
And she actually has her gun license, which is a great thing. So I was excited for her to do that. I think everybody should look into the situation. So we'll talk more about it as the show goes on.
Yes, let's welcome to the Spotlight family. You know, these are two new Spotlight family members. We've got owner of Tactical Force Training Solution and Valor Protection Security Agency. We've got Dwayne Elmore, y'all. Woo! And also alongside of him, we've got Theresa Marable she's the owner of No Limit Communication and also Marable Enterprises. Y'all please give it up for both of them. Yeah! Tactical Force Training Solution. What's
going on, family? Let me move some of this out of my way.
So like Stan said, I took the class. A friend of ours, Teresa Davis, she was doing this class along with you all. And Stan said, you need to do it. 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 So I was like, all right. And I did it, y'all. And I passed with flying colors. I have my, what is I got now, baby? I'm approved. I got approved. My background cleared. All of that, y'all. So I am ready to.
And so I want people to take it seriously because in this day and time, you should really want to protect yourself. Not just because of the things that come, just in general. Things happen.
Things do happen.
I think that's a great thing to have you on. So I sat in for a minute or two just to peep in there, and I enjoyed the class myself. So welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome aboard. And let's just get right to it so we can talk about, the services you offer. How did you all get started? Like, give us some background information on both of you all.
Yeah, so first of all, what is Tactical Force? Like, what does that mean?
So Tactical Force Training Solution is a firearms training academy located in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, all right. And so how did you all come together and get things popping with these training courses?
With these training courses.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Me and Theresa, we've known each other for a very long time. And we came together. I actually helped her get her firearms license to carry in the state of Maryland. And we linked up. She had No Limit Communications. And we started doing classes out of the store until we moved and branched off to the location that you all came to. And we're just continuously growing, continuously helping our community and providing a good service.
I love
Much
it.
appreciated.
I love it.
And it's a great service.
It is a great service. So what services do you offer as far as gun safety, gun training, personal protection?
So absolutely, we offer the Maryland Handgun Qualification License course, or HQL. That's the license needed just to purchase a handgun in the state of Maryland. We also offer the wear and carry application, the wear and carry course, and we help you with the application process for both. We also do handcuff, OC spray baton for security guards, private detectives. We do courses for those as well, and we even sponsor.
Wow.
So from A to Z, so a person comes to you and they've never had a handgun and they want to get licensed. From A to Z, how long does that situation look like? What
do they have to do?
Average time frame?
So there's two different licenses in Maryland. One is the HQL, Handgun Qualification License. That's a 4-hour process. It's just a 4-hour course. After you've taken that course, you do the application online. You have your HQL in about 30 days. And then there's the wear and carry application. For the state of Maryland, they require a 2-day, 16 total hours of training. And after that, you'll shoot and qualify. Once you qualify, we help you with the application process. It takes about 90 days to get your wear and carry.
So one is a license to own the handgun legally.
Absolutely.
But you can't go anywhere. That's what I have?
Yes, you ain't going
anywhere. Okay, so I can't take mine nowhere.
I will hope not.
Right.
So you are allowed to transport your firearm, and you're only transporting that firearm to and from the gun range, an armor, a gunsmith to have work done.
Okay, so I can do that.
Absolutely.
Yes,
but then I have to take another class, is what you're saying. If someone wants to carry it with them, they have to take a different class.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So how long is that class?
So it's 2 days, 16 total hours.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, not
2 days.
So what are some of the things for people to understand that they might not get approved for if they want to be legal? What are some things that don't even try?
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm gonna lay it on the table. Your weed card cancels out your gun card. Absolutely. All right, so pick which one you want.
So you gonna smoke or shoot? It ain't. You gonna protect yourself with the gun, or you gonna just be high?
We get a lot of calls on that. So pick which one you want more. Right?
It's a no.
Violent felonies, any convicted felonies on your record. If you've been deemed a juvenile delinquent by a court system, we've worked with some folks who are over 21 now, and they have had any trouble with the law. So we work with you. We have a lawyer on retainer to get your record sealed if you need to for your juvenile record. So we're a full service firearms training academy, and we're looking to branch off into some other trainings as well.
So you can help people that may not qualify off the break get qualified.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. That's a big deal. Theresa, you're a girl power, black girl magic. What made you, at what point in your life did you feel like, you know what, I need to have a gun and I want it to be legal?
Wow. Actually, because, I do own the cell phone store. I actually got robbed. Someone came in at gunpoint and I kind of felt, helpless. So I decided that as a business owner, I know my rights and I wanted to carry. And that's when Dwayne and I got together and I wanted to be a part of the movement.
So did you have apprehension in the beginning? Like, were you like, you know what I mean? Like, were you a little nervous? To handle a gun and carry?
Absolutely. Okay. Oh, every time I was at the range, I jumped and, every time I heard a gunshot, absolutely. But now I'm, pretty.
Now you're comfortable. And you would recommend, to ladies to go that same course, right? To protect yourself, protect your business, protect your homes.
Absolutely. I feel naked without it.
Right. I love it.
That's what I'm saying. So for a lot of women are afraid. So how did you get past that fear factor? Because you said you were afraid initially. So how did you break that fear to say, fearful or not, I'm gonna become armed?
I just, going to the range constantly, being a part of it, being around guns, handling my gun, learning how to actually handle it properly, and continuing to shoot at the range, just practicing and
That's how you
being
broke that
around
fear.
it, pretty much.
So now have you applied to get your concealed to carry?
Oh, I have my concealed to carry.
Oh, she's official.
Congratulations. That's
yes,
right.
I
And
love
so
it. That's me.
I
next.
remember that feeling. I can relate. I used to own a store when I was 23. I remember them coming in my store and the whole nine. So you feel a way because you're not expecting to go to work.
Right.
And be duct taped and all of that.
Exactly.
So, but at the end of the day, you're here. You're blessed.
Yes.
And now you can protect.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
And that's a great point she brought up, that getting over that fear part and her feeling helpless when she got robbed the first time. Just being a part of the process and going through the class, and we're with you the entire time. We turn fear into fun, right? So we help you build that confidence, and we instill that into people.
That's very true, you all. Just from my own personal experience, I had never shot a gun ever in my life. But after the class, even at the end of the class, we were able to shoot not for real, but kind of sort of. And that was that helped me, get the feel of it. And then when I went to the range, it was just super awesome because by then I was comfortable. I'm sorry, they telling me look at this camera. I was comfortable, and I had taken the training and asked all the questions and learned about the safety and stuff. So I was ready. I was
excited for you because I wanted her to get past the fear.
The fear, right?
I know with everything in life, once you get past the fear, you win. So I was like, if she's afraid, then you end up getting that's not gonna work out for you.
Right.
So I was happy for her to take the class and get safe lessons. I want her to also get the concealed to carry.
Yeah,
as well.
That's next.
I think that's a smart thing to do, especially if you're in business. If you're a woman, you're vulnerable out here today, very vulnerable today. So I thank you. I thank you guys for having this situation. You want to talk a little bit about your other business?
No Limit Communications on Green Mountain Avenue, and
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Family on that.
Oh, okay, great.
East side.
Okay, yeah.
I'm familiar. Be more in the building. I'm familiar.
No Limit Communications.
Yes.
So you can get what there?
Cell phones. It's a cell phone store, wireless store. So I do unlocks, activations. I can do. We repair phones as well.
Screens,
full line of accessories.
I
been in business for 21 years.
I love
it. I love that. You want to get an address?
3048 Green Mountain Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21218.
Yeah, you got an IG?
I do. No Limit Communications. Thank you.
No Limit Communications.
No Limit Communications.
Listen,
you guys should be able to follow that one easy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We have more questions about the firearms, though. Which firearms would you all recommend for a first-time buyer?
So that's almost a biased question for me because I'm a Glock guy.
Okay.
I am a Glock guy. So there's a Glock for everybody. I don't get paid to say that. But
the Glock for everybody. I like that.
My professional opinion is two things. One, the gun that fits in your hand properly. And two, the gun that you shoot accurately. Right? And when you go to most gun ranges, you're able to rent guns. So rent guns, try out different ones, try different calibers, see which one fits in your hand properly. And then also take it to the range and see which one you shoot accurately. So my professional opinion, one that fits in your hand properly and the one that you shoot accurately.
For those little teeny hand females, women, you think maybe a 380 or a 38 special?
My choice of self-defense round is 9mm, and we've had women shoot all the way up to 50 Action Express. Desert Eagle. So
the big boys.
Yeah, and these some petite women. So I never look at a woman, never look at her hand size and say she can't shoot that. You can shoot whatever you want, ladies.
Some of the women shoot better than the men.
Well, in my experience,
that's what I'm hearing.
In my experience, women and first-time shooters always shoot the best. Women because they listen, and us men we have our ego, our testosterone.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah, we got this. And first-time shooters because they don't have any bad habits we have to break.
Yeah.
So what are some of the bad habits when if you would go, what would be some of the first things you would say you should try not to have as a bad habit as learning how to shoot a weapon?
Oh yeah, so we want to solely focus on the fundamentals. Okay, stance, grip, sight alignment, sight picture, trigger control, and breath control. A lot of times we see people have an issue with sight alignment, sight picture, and also is a term we use called anticipating the recoil, and that just means your brain knows that this is going to happen, so you do this, and it's happening so fast. A lot of people don't see it.
Right.
Wow. And so Dwayne, with you being a gun trainer, do you feel like anyone who can get a legal gun should have one? Like, what's your feeling about protecting yourself?
Absolutely. I feel that every able-bodied American, if you ain't got that F on your chest, that felony, I feel as though you should exercise your birthright, because it is a birthright.
It's a right.
It's a right to bear arms in this country. It's your Second Amendment right, but it's a state privilege to give you a wear and carry permit. But if every able-bodied citizen should be exercising all of their rights.
I agree with that.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think we still have Officer White on the line. I just wanted to ask you, Kevin, from an officer's perspective. I mean, you're retired now. How do you feel about civilians being legal gun owners? Like, there are some people who are really dead against it for whatever their reasons are. How do you feel about it as a retired officer? Is Kevin still there?
I agree with what he said. I think I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. I think that everyone should have the right to protect their families. And one thing, though, I've seen people, and I know people, I think we all do, mentally they shouldn't have licenses, let alone a gun. So that's the only thing I would say to that. Everyone that's competent enough should be able to protect their families and have a firearm.
Absolutely, not the mentally ill.
Yeah,
right?
well, of course they won't qualify, but yeah, people who are,
I'm talking about the undiagnosed ones.
Right. and so as far as
those are the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got you.
As far as the law is concerned, I think I asked you this in class too, Dwayne, and Kevin, you can chime in. I'm in my home. I live in Maryland. I am a legal gun owner. And I hear somebody trying to come inside of my house. I hear them trying to get in. Can I shoot them before they come in?
Yeah, what's the legal shooting?
Like, do I gotta wait for them to come in?
Point of defense, should I say?
Well, what I would advise is you're gonna have to be able to articulate that you was in fear of your life to use deadly force.
Okay.
You cannot shoot someone just on the mere fact that they're in your home. So if they're taking your TV and they're running out in the yard and you shoot them in the back, it's not going to work out for you. So you're going to have to articulate that you felt in fear of your life. So whatever that means, as long as you can articulate it to use deadly force, because that's the same threshold we have.
Okay.
Believe it or
I
not.
got you.
It was a term you used in class. You said it's something you said. What's that phrase?
So I agree with him, because in Maryland, we don't have a stand your ground law, right? We have a duty to retreat.
That's what it was.
Duty to retreat.
We live in a duty to retreat state. So you have to show the judge and the jury that you did everything possible to try to remove yourself from that situation. But to piggyback on what he said, if you can articulate that you were in fear of your life or great bodily harm, or anyone around you is in fear of their life or great bodily harm, someone in Maryland is allowed to step up and stop and incapacitate the threat.
Okay. Step up, stop.
In the home.
In the home.
In the home, outside of the home. If you are in fear of your life or great bodily harm, or anyone around you is in fear of their life or great bodily harm, you're allowed to step up and stop and incapacitate the threat. Now, that's going to look different for every situation.
Right.
If they don't have a weapon in their hand, let's say a domestic violence situation. If I see a guy that's pummeling his lady, he doesn't have a weapon in his hand, I can't shoot him.
Wow.
I might just need to kick the hell out of him
right.
in the face.
Wow, that's interesting. You can't do that. You can't shoot him.
Absolutely not. You're gonna match match the force. If he doesn't have a weapon in his hand, and you don't have to. You can't
escalate the force beyond.
Absolutely, right, and you don't have to step up. It's the right thing to do. Sometimes it might be calling somebody, calling the authorities.
Okay.
But when we talk about the home, definitely protect yourself in your home. Remember, when seconds matters, the police are minutes away.
Now, this is a tricky question. For like a case like what's going on? Like a case like Breonna Taylor. If she were a legal gun owner and they barged in like that, could she have shot the police and not got in trouble?
I'm gonna let the police answer that.
Yeah,
like,
I need to know this.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm highly interested.
You barged in and you got this gun coming in here. Could she have done that?
So I wake up on my sleep, the 4/5 on my nightstand, and I'm half asleep now, Kevin. I didn't hear you say police. I was asleep, and I woke up and you in my living room now.
Right.
What can I do?
Right, and if you again, it's gonna determine if you can articulate all of those things, and all that's going on that you was in fear of your life.
In fear of your life. That's
what
the
it
thing.
boils down to.
I tell you, it's
So,
funny.
I get it. And if you hear gunshots or you hear people saying get on the ground, you can try.
Okay, that's the key. You got to be able to articulate that you were in fear of your life.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's funny you bring that up. There are some states that actually have that protect citizens in their homes if they shoot a police officer. So some states with no-knock warrants and things like that.
Right.
I thought it was one of the craziest things I ever saw, but
wow.
It just depends on the state too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right.
All right,
okay.
so we got to wrap it up.
I have one more question. One more. It's going to be quick, okay? Because we got to get to our questions from our viewers. Is there a limit on how many guns? Once I got my license, can I get 18 guns, or I have to stick with just 1 or 2?
I got about 80 right now, and I'm planning on getting a whole lot more.
Okay.
You can have as many as you want. There's no limit. I'm just speaking on Maryland. I don't know.
Okay,
about
right. We're talking about the state of Maryland, right?
But there's no limit on how many guns you can own.
Okay, as long as you get your legal.
That's what I mean. You friends. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what's funny?
I know how to pick my friends.
What's funny is when you get the wear and carry permit, there's no limit how many guns you can wear. I met a guy who had 5 guns on him.
Oh wow!
I don't get that point. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I don't get that point.
Okay,
you shoot
so
2 at a time.
We do have to wrap it up, but I do need you to tell people how they can take the course. We've got some what we got over there? We got some $50 off things. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have some Marable Enterprise gift certificates that can be used for tactical force training. So it actually can be used for the $50 deposit that is due for class.
Okay, and so how do people, if people are watching right now and they're like, I need to sign up, what do they need to do?
What do they do to sign up?
Absolutely. So you can go to our Instagram pages, either Marable Enterprise or Tactical Force Training Solution. You can also visit us on tacticalforcetrainingsolution.square.site on our website. When you go to our Instagram and Facebook pages, the link to our website is right there in our bio, so you can sign up right online.
So you pay a $50 deposit if you all win one of these, and we're going to pick the winners from whoever was watching the show tonight. So you better be watching. We're going to be able to see.
Yeah, so
that'll be your deposit. You pay the deposit, and then what after that? What else?
After they pay the deposit, then they'll come to class and they'll have a balance of $75. And we also provide live scan fingerprinting on site as well. If they can get fingerprinted with us, that same day as well when they come to class.
And that's what I did, everyone. Just so you know, I did that, and it went smooth, easy. It was efficient.
Easy breezy.
It wasn't a whole bunch of headache involved. The class was very, very easy. It was very interactive, engaging, fun. And the fingerprinting went bloop, 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 bloop.
So everything was great.
Everything was great. So I just wanted to
shout out before y'all get out of here. Y'all want to shout anybody out in particular?
Everybody who's watching right now, thank you for tuning in. I think my mom's watching, my dad's watching.
Mom.
So thank everybody for tuning in. Absolutely.
How about yourself?
I think my sister's watching, my boyfriend's watching, my cousins are watching. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all.
Family, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all for being a part of our Spotlight family. Anytime you got something else going on, we're going to try to get some training over here on this side in Peachey County, so we can talk about that.
Talk about that. Yeah.
And you all get signed up.
Yep, make sure you sign up.
Give it up. Yes. Get signed up. Yes. All right. Well, we are going to close the show with Cecily Alexa.
Yep.
Coming up, Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate you. Parkdale Panthers forever, y'all. Yeah.
So let's give it up one time.
Yes.
We'll be right back after this commercial break. Spotlight over the city.
his words, scattered seeds of doubt, so I can know yet, 'cause I don't know myself. I can hold yet, 'cause I can hold myself. I can't love yet, I don't love myself. I don't love myself the way I should. I won't use you to make me happy, to need me, to save me. I can't ask you to make me free, to feed me. No, I can't choose you if I can't choose me too. Choose me first. To be with you, I must first be myself. Oh, I can't know yet, 'cause I don't know myself. I can't hold yet, 'cause I can't hold myself. I can't love yet, 'cause I don't love myself. I don't love myself the way I should. If I don't know how to love, then I hurt the one I try to love. I don't want to hurt you. If I don't know how to love, then I hurt the one I try to love. I don't want to hurt you. Oh, if I don't know how to love, then I hurt the one I try to love. I don't want to hurt you. Oh, if I don't know how to love, then I hurt the one I try to love. I don't want to hurt you. Please forgive my clumsy fingers. I can hold a heart. The more I want it, the more they tremble. Insecure from the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, and as promised, we don't have to wait any longer. We've got Cecily Alexa. She's one of our Spotlight family members, one of our favorites. Her amazing angelic voice is just so soothing. Cecily, you know we love you. Before you sing us out, why don't you tell everybody what you have out next, because you've got some new music out. Let them know what it is, how they can support your music, and how they can follow you, and then take us on out.
Yeah, thank you so much. So this next song I'm going to do is my newest single. I just released this song at the end of last year. It's called Spirit Tell Me. And this is the first single from my new project that'll be released this summer called Awakening Part 2.
Let's give it up.
Thank you.
Spirit, tell me where to go. Do I have to go alone? Tell me where to go, 'cause the world's too heavy to hold. Spirit, tell me where to go.
myself out this hole. Tell me where to go. Are my dreams too bold? If you tell me, walk a mile or put on my shoes. If you tell me, sit a while, I'm right here with you. And if you tell me, take your hand and lead me out into a place I don't know, I'll go. Thank you for the chance, but all the space feels just too big for me. So many things have changed, and it's not always clear to see, but I've chosen to believe. Oh, if you tell me, walk a mile, I'll put on my shoes. If you tell me, sit a while, I'm right here with you. And if you tell me, take your hand and lead me out into a place I don't know, I'll go. I'll go. I trust you. I trust you. I trust me too. When you tell me, walk a mile, I put on my shoes. When you tell me, sit a while, I'm right here with you. And if you tell me, take your hand and lead me out into a place I don't know, I'll go. I'll go, I'll go.
Let's give it up.
Yes, girl, I'm gonna
All that voice in that little woman.
I feel like we're at like a big park out in the open with Cecily on stage, and we got our blankets and stuff. Like, it's that kind of feeling. You know what I mean?
It was a good vibe, right?
It's a good
An
vibe.
amazing vibe.
I love
An
you so
amazing
much,
artist.
Cecily. I really do. I just want you to know your vibe is everything. So thank you so much. Always clutch. Always there for us whenever we need you.
Always. Make sure they can follow you, Cecily.
Yeah, give them out all your information.
Yes, thank you guys so much again for having me. Once again, for everyone listening, my name is Cecily, and that's spelled Cecily. And if you like the music that you heard, it's available everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music. Just search my name, Cecily, Cecily. And if you want to find me on Instagram or Twitter, you can look up Cecily Alexa. That's Cecily Alexa. And also, there's a music video for that song you just heard, so you can check that out on YouTube as well.
Yay!
Oh, man, I wish we had that video. We would have played that. Give it up one more time.
Yes.
Thank you so
We did.
much.
Yes.
Before she came on.
You are super angelic. I love that voice, and much success to you in the future. And as long as you're doing some things, please come back and share it with Spotlight Over the City anytime. We would love to have you.
For sure.
All right, baby. Before we close, real quick, you want to
Yeah, go ahead. You can read it. You got
all right. Well, we just want to give you the update on Cicely Tyson, Emmy and Tony-winning actress Cicely Tyson, transitioned today, 96 years old. She was a pioneer in the film industry, refusing roles that depicted black women women as prostitutes, drug addicts, or any other negative connotations. Tyson's memoir, Just As I Am, was released just this week as well. The cause of death has not yet been reported, but her family has asked for privacy while they grieve. Rest in peace, Cicely Tyson. She's a legend, pioneer. Yes, indeed.
Well, I will say this. That did come as a shock, but she lived a full life.
96.
96 years old. She lived a wonderful life, and so condolences to her family.
Yes.
For that loss.
Yes.
And so we got to get ready to wrap it up.
We do. It's time
we had a great
to go.
show. I really appreciate you guys for locking and loading with us every week, the whole DMV and everybody
thank
abroad.
you all. Share the show, y'all. Please
Chicago
share the
and
show.
everybody. Please share the show, and we thank you. We couldn't do this without you guys. Make sure you stay locked to our YouTube channels. Go subscribe if you get a chance to do that. We would appreciate you.
Spotlight Over the City
Spotlight
TV.
Over the City TV YouTube channel. Spotlight Over the City IG. Spotlight Over the City Facebook. Spotlight Over the City Twitter. Everywhere, everything. Spotlight Over the City, baby. And we appreciate you for rocking with us. What else? I said I had to shout some people out. I want to thank you guys. And my song, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
My song was Music Soul Child, So Beautiful.
And my song was by Nivea. Do y'all remember Nivea back in the day? She sang that duet with R. Kelly, and it's called Laundromat.
Yes, I want to shout some people out. We got a whole bunch of people. Ivy, I see you in there. Big Jeff, Southside, I see you in the building. Tierra, my daughter, I see you. Eddie Hawkins, what's good? Big Mo, what's happening? Mark, Big Mark, yes, sir. Oh, man, they say rolling. All right, I'm rolling. Everybody, it's too many to name, but we appreciate you guys for being in the chat.
We love y'all.
We love you guys, Vanetta and everybody else in there. We got to get ready to wrap it up. If you're afraid to fail, you are not built for success. Love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight Over the City, baby. Woo! That's right.